What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 8 of the Zoinked podcast. We are finally getting things going here at BLV Studios. We apologize for no episode happening last week. I was feeling a little bit under the weather, but anyways, let's get into it.
It's all right, Walker.
I'm
We,
Walker
we all
Weiss,
have those days.
joined alongside co-hosts Sam Howie and Ethan Varnicle,
Boys.
and we are here today to strictly talk about college basketball, asking some of the biggest questions heading into the season, which just got underway yesterday. For our first question, who is your way too early national champion prediction and why?
So I'm going with Kentucky. Oscar Shibwe, reigning Naismith Men's College Player of the Year, 17.4 points per game, and getting better. Upcoming freshman Ugana Onyenzo blocking 4 shots and making 3 of 4 from the paint. He's gonna have a big impact with Oscar. I think this offense can really do good, and I think that that loss in the tournament was just a fluke, and I think that they're gonna be even better this year.
So I might be a little basic with my answer, but I'm gonna go with Duke, and that's who I had winning last year. They almost got there. They didn't win it. It's okay though. Obviously one of college basketball's elite programs, and this will be their first year without Coach K, but I think the best of the best always find ways to win, regardless. I'll talk about that a little bit later as well. But yeah, give me Duke. Give me Duke.
I'm rocking my Kyle Guy jersey. I got the Virginia Cavaliers. Like, no,
Sir.
What?
I'm
Yes.
joking. I'm joking.
Yes,
It's a
bro.
joke. Nah, I'm fucking around. But anyways, I'm taking the Houston Cougars to win the national championship this year,
Well.
and here's why. The Cougars have ended each of the past 5 seasons in the AP Top 25, earning a number 5 seed or better in the NCAA tournament 3 times, but they didn't spend a single week of any of those seasons ranked higher than 5th in the AP poll, perpetually lurking as a team that should make the Sweet 16 and could win a title. Now they open the season at number 3 in the AP poll, their highest ranking since the Phi Slamma Jamma Cougars, who went to 3 consecutive Final Fours from 1982 to 1984. All this despite losing four double-digit scorers from last season. Expectations are sky high with the return of Marcus Sasser, who missed most of last season with a toe injury, but who might be one of the 5 best players in the nation. They also get Tremont Mark back from an injury that limited him to just 7 games played in 2021 and 2022. Additionally, Kelvin Sampson's staff signed 2 of the 3 highest-rated recruits in Houston's 247 sports history in the form of 5-star forward Jarris Walker and high 4-star wing Terrence Arsenault. If it all comes together, this team could be very special. We know their defense will be crazy. The Cougars' defense is always crazy, even though they're not going to have the
really
shot. They're not going to have the same shot blocking players that they've had in recent years, but I think they'll contest everything, force turnovers, and generally just annoy teams into submission pretty much. I watched the Cougars play last year against UAB, and they just completely tore them up. They were like in March Madness.
Yeah, you had
at
UAB
PPG
winning that game
Arena.
too, didn't you?
Yeah, dude, I was like, damn, this Cougars team is pretty fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous. But yeah. It really just remains a question of whether the shooting will be good enough for Houston, and I think it will be with Sasser back being one of the top.
I definitely agree with
players.
you there. They are really good.
All right, moving on to question number 2. Are you for or against the NCAA tournament expanding? It might be 80, 96, or 128 teams.
I mean, not necessarily. I think the tournament is pretty big already. I don't think with the current setup it's necessary, I guess. I mean, there's a ton of teams in college basketball, obviously, but as is the case with any college sport. But yeah, and then take that and the fact that it's called March Madness. You know, it goes through the month of March. Excuse me, boys. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't think so. I think that looks good with the way it is.
Yeah, I think it's good how it is now. It already has 68 teams in it. Adding more will just make it way longer than it should be. And like Sam said, it's called March Madness for a reason, not April Madness. And if there are like over 100 teams in it, um, it's just gonna go till the end of April, maybe even May, and that's just not what we want to see. There's just gonna be too many games, and it's just too much. It's
It's
just too
tiring
much.
after a while, I would
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, that sucks because I'm gonna disagree with that.
Man,
I think expanding the tournament would be great. Honestly, I mean, I love March Madness. I love the time of year, and having more games, I feel like the better. Like the more excitement there is, and there could possibly be more underdog stories out of that too, which would be very exciting. But
it's
yeah, I
true.
mean, it's better for them too because they're just gonna be making more money. So.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
But yeah, yeah, I feel like expanding it would be a lot better, honestly. All right, now going to question number 3. Can Oscar Shibwe win back-to-back National Player of the Year awards, or who has the best chance other than him to win?
I think he definitely can. Like I said earlier, he averaged 17.4 points per game. He led his team to the tournament. And did have a bad loss versus St. Peter's, but I think that they will bounce back and they will go far in the tournament, no doubt. So
Yeah, I think it could happen. I don't see why not. I mean, like Ethan just said, 17.4 points a game is pretty good nonetheless if you're at Kentucky. Um yeah, I don't see why he wouldn't be able to, honestly.
Do you guys think anyone else could possibly challenge that?
um, no,
Drew Timmy? Hell
no,
no.
absolutely, dude's overrated.
Hell no.
They always lose, bro.
Uh,
Got no chance.
Yeah, he's overrated as fuck. He should be in the NBA already.
how is he not?
Yeah,
already at
I
this
don't I
point?
don't know. He thinks that he's
The
gonna win a
fuck?
chip with Gonzaga. Like, ain't gonna happen, dude.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, anyways, so yeah, I'm taking Oscar Shibwe to win back to back again. So in his first season playing for Kentucky after transferring from West Virginia, Shibwe was the unanimous National Player of the Year, the first Kentucky and SEC men's basketball player to win the sport's top 6 individual awards. Shibwe had 25 double doubles and 520 rebound games, including a season high 28 against Western Kentucky. He's the first National Player of the Year to return to school since North Carolina's Tyler Hansborough. Pretty nuts.
Yeah, dude.
I should
Nice.
Hey,
Hey, I like that.
something we didn't have before. The first like, 5 or 6 episodes.
I mean, I think he deserves an applause. So.
It does.
Agreed.
Great applause there.
Applause to Walker for
Good job, Sammy boy. Proud of you.
this. With the sound effects. That's pretty sick, bro.
How will Duke and Villanova fare under new head coaches since both Coach K and Jay Wright retired after last season?
I think they'll be fine. Both elite basketball programs, and like I said, the best teams do figure out ways to win. No exceptions, no excuses, nothing. I do think though that Nova could take a couple steps back, but I still think they're obviously going to be a team to look out for. And then Duke is just gonna be Duke, and they're just gonna keep shitting all over the other teams. So, yeah.
So I agree with that. I think Duke is still going to be good, even though Duke's best player went to the NBA.
Pancoro.
Yep. Mark Mitchell, 18 points per game. He's a forward for them. Jeremy Roach, 16 points per game. And I feel like Villanova will have a slight decline. Caleb Daniels, 24 points per game, which is very good right now. Eric Dixon, 20 points per game. But after that, they just have 5 points per game, 4 points per game. And I don't think that they will be able to sustain in high-scoring games. I just think that they won't be able to score high in games that they need to, and I think that they will lose those games.
Yeah, so I think Duke will be a top 10 team again, and I think the signing of the top two recruits in college basketball, Derek Lively and Derek Whitehead, like that says enough right there that they're probably going to be a pretty solid team whenever you sign the top two freshman commits
Yeah.
off the ESPN 300. But as for Villanova, I think they're going to they're going to fall off a little bit. And I think Creighton's going to end up winning the Big East. They had a pretty
Oh yeah.
young team
they're
last
nice.
year. Came up short, but I think they're going to be better this year and make an even farther run in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah,
So.
I like Creighton coming into this year.
So moving on to question number 5. What will be the best non-conference regular season matchup to look forward to this year?
I got, my bad.
Falling asleep over there.
So I got
Time.
I got Kansas and Kentucky. Two great teams. Kansas, the tournament winner last year, and Kentucky might be a tournament winner this year. And I think this game might determine what place they're in. So I think that this is going to be a very good game, high scoring. I really like this matchup.
Give me Kentucky versus UCLA. Two of my favorite teams going head to head. Should be a very, very competitive game. Players in this game: Oscar Shibwe, Jamie Jasquez.
Hawkes.
Hawkes.
Yeah.
I said that wrong.
It's Jaime Hawkes. Yeah.
All right,
Jaime
thank you,
Hawkes.
thank you, Walker.
Sam knows what he's talking about.
Shut the fuck up.
He's good,
Walker. And then of course, Tiger Campbell. Also, game will be played at Madison Square Garden, just so you guys know. So, should be exciting.
So I am going to take Gonzaga versus Kansas. This matchup serves as one of the greatest concentrations of talent you'll likely see on college basketball court this season. They have combined 19 former 4- and 5-star recruits on their teams.
Damn.
Combined, obviously, not each. That would
Yeah.
be, I mean, they don't even have that many freaking
Oh,
players.
no,
but
absolutely not.
anyways, and provides an elite individual battle between early Wooden Award favorites Drew Timme and Oscar Shibwe, which
Drew Timme.
Shibwe is going to get
Destroy
that
him.
W for sure.
Easily.
Okay, now to question number 6.
There you go.
Who will be the most outstanding freshman player this year?
All right. I think for this particular question, I'm gonna go with Keontae George.
Solid pick.
Yes, sir.
Florida Gators represent.
Sure.
Sounds like, Baylor's going to have him as an impact player from the start. He's proved he can go out and put up big numbers against competitive teams. He's also from Waco, Texas. He'll be a hometown kid because obviously that's where Baylor's at.
Yep.
I think this is a very, very solid addition for the Bears. And, yeah, I think he's someone that you guys should look out for.
So I got Nick Smith from Arkansas. Arkansas lost 87% of its shooters. I think he's going to have a huge role in this roster. He was the number 1 recruit in this class, and he doesn't really have competition on the team, and I think he's going to go right in there and lead this team.
So I'm taking Johnny Broom, who is at Auburn now. I think he will be the top transfer. So last year he averaged 16.8 points, 10.5 rebounds, and a staggering 3.9 blocks per game last season at Morehead State. And Bruce Pearl will be banking on him big time to replace last year's shot blocker, Walker Kessler, who's now in the NBA. He was a beast at Auburn. They were number 1 for a little while last year.
Yep. Until they We're a little bit overrated.
Mhm. Now, for our next question, who will be the most outstanding freshman player this year?
Ethan.
What question is
I
that?
think I skipped around on the questions a little
Yeah, you
bit,
did.
but sorry.
Wait, are you sure?
We're on question
Yeah,
7.
or
We're on
maybe
7.
you wrote it down wrong on yours, but yeah, we're on 7, so just go from there.
I don't know. That's weird.
Just keep rolling.
All right, you want me to start
wait.
or Ethan? Do you?
Wait.
Yeah, great job on that one. But all right, so the question is actually, what team will be the St. Peter's of last year's tournament? And had to go with my boy Dougie on Bryant. I got to go with Bryant. Bryant has 78 points per game last year. And I think it might increase with him there. He was one of the leaders of St. Peter's on their amazing ride last year. And he's got a great mustache, so I got to go with them.
A
Great mustache.
Sure.
Wow.
Got to do it, man.
Yeah,
No, I don't
That's a huge
disagree with that.
impact right there.
Yeah.
I don't disagree though. But anyway, I also went Bryant as well. You know, Peter Kiss, one of the nation's top scorers. You know, as well as Charles Pride ranks first in the NEC in rebounds with 8.3, and together they are the nation's highest scoring duo, coming in at 42.9 points. Not to mention, like Ethan said, they got Dougie on their team, and we all know that he's a great underdog story. We saw it last year, right? Yeah, look out for this team, man.
Dougie Fresh McBucket, shout out.
So, if you're watching,
If you're watching, keep watching.
I don't know where I was going with that.
It's all right, Sam.
That's what you wanted to say.
Yeah.
It's only gonna get better from here. I swear.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I'm gonna pick Amari Bailey. So the return of Jaime Jaquez Jr. and Tiger Campbell at UCLA, I feel like is gonna be major and help with his development. And I feel like they're gonna get him the ball a lot, so he's gonna score a lot. And like, I don't know, that squad is gonna be
UCLA is
nice.
always going to be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so the Bruins are a top 10 team in the preseason version of the Associated Press Top 25. I think Bailey, a 5-star recruit from California Sierra Canyon School, is going to be an absolute beast there. He was ranked number 2 shooting guard by ESPN for the 300, the number 2 ranked shooting guard overall. But yeah, my prediction is that he's going to go off and be the best rookie this year.
That one.
What team will be the St. Peter's of last year's
Nope.
tournament?
No,
That's not the right.
I'll read it off. Sorry, guys.
Wait, didn't
Who is the top transfer player in college basketball this season?
No, we already did that one, bro.
Why are bro?
Dude, yeah, that's messed up. We're doing this one.
Which one?
The St. Peter's of last year's.
We just
yeah.
did that
Oh, we
because
just
for
did that
Bryant.
one.
We just did that for Bryant.
Oh, that's the one we were just doing?
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. And then the top transfer player in college is next.
I thought we did. No, because you already did your. Didn't you already do your thing for that?
What? The
No.
top transfer?
Okay,
No,
I'm just
yeah.
gonna keep it rolling. So anyways, because you guys already answered that, so I got Louisiana Lafayette, the Raging Cajuns. They're bringing back the vast majority of last year's roster, including former 5-star recruit
Oh boy.
Jordan Brown, now at his third school and finally living up to the hype a bit. And the Sun Belt does have its fair share of upset history between Chris Beard's Arkansas Little Rock team in 2016 and RJ Hunter's Georgia State squad against number 3 seed Baylor the year prior. I swear you had stuff like messed up all over you.
No.
Dude, this is turning into like a comedy podcast
Oh,
now.
my, it's
honestly.
fine.
Dude, it might as well be at this point.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
that, you gotta add some spice to it.
Yeah. So we on the transfer one now?
Yes.
Alright.
Want me to?
Who
ask
is
it?
the? No, I got it.
All
Who's the top
right.
transfer player in college basketball this season? Along with this, give us some honorable mentions as well.
I'll start with this one.
Yeah, because I already said my Johnny Broom
Yeah.
shit. So like,
Yeah.
they already heard my answer for this one.
Unbelievable.
Sorry,
Yeah, who cares?
apologize.
Who cares? Anyway, I will go with Kendrick Davis, who helped SMU to 3 consecutive winning seasons. Not to mention being the reigning AAC Player of the Year. 2 years ago, he was ranked 4th nationally with 7.6 assists per game. While also scoring 19 points per game as well. And for my honorable mentions, give me Nigel, Pack, and Tyrese Hunter. I think I said that right. Nigel?
So I chose Nigel Pack, actually. Big 12 first team honors, finished 3rd in the league in scoring at 17.4 points per game. And he is a proven shooter against top defenses. So I'm going to go with him. And unfortunately, I do not have honorable mentions. I'm sorry.
Damn.
It's
I'm
not
really-
okay.
I'm
No,
real-
I,
I'm
I,
really
I
sorry,
didn't. I
boys.
didn't even give mine either. So I mean,
I-
I didn't even write.
I guess I
any
didn't
down.
read the questions right, like you,
Yeah,
like you too.
My brain's scrambled right now. Swear. All right.
First time in the studio, it's all right.
Yep. They were getting ourselves adjusted.
Yes,
so.
sir.
What conference will collectively be the best overall this season?
So I'm gonna go with the SEC. Bama, Arkansas, Tennessee, Florida, Kentucky. All those teams are gonna make the tournament. I think Kentucky is definitely gonna be top 3. And I do see all these teams making the tournament again. And yeah, I think that they're gonna be hard to beat this year. With Florida's Castleton back,
Beast.
he's nice with it.
Monster.
Give me the Big 12. In the Big 12, you know, this is a very, very loaded conference. We got teams like, fuck up, Ethan. What you laughing at?
Keep going.
So we got, like I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. We got Baylor, Iowa State, Kansas, Oklahoma State, etc. Did I say Kansas? I think I did.
No.
I didn't?
No.
We'll throw Kansas in there too, because they're obviously a team I need to bring up. But anyway, so 9 out of the 10 teams ranked in the top 55, and Kansas State, being the other team, comes in at 98. And it also seems like there's no like automatic locks, you know, as to who's gonna win this game, who's gonna win that game. You know, like I said, it's a very competitive conference. These games should be definitely worth the while.
Yeah, so I got the SEC as well with you, Ethan. I mean, they currently have 4
Yes, sir.
teams ranked in the top 25. Kentucky, Tennessee.
Dogs.
Who are the other 2?
Florida.
No, Florida's not in the top 25 though.
Yeah, well, they probably will be. Soon.
It's
maybe.
Kentucky, Tennessee.
Bama, maybe Arkansas.
Yeah, I think it's them. Maybe it's not Bama. I don't know, but
Probably not.
yeah,
Bama's always overrated,
my brains.
just like their football team this year.
Yeah, facts.
Trash.
Nick Saban, bad.
He should be fired.
Fired.
And then come to the Gators.
Yes. 100% agreed. Penn State needs him pretty bad because James Franklin sucks.
Fuck James Franklin, he's overrated.
Dude can't even win
He's the
a.
definition of mid as far as coaching is concerned. 10
Now
years.
we're talking about college football.
Yo, that got them pissed off.
Yeah, bro.
James Franklin, bro.
Yeah. I went on my own little tangent.
It's all right.
I apologize.
Penn State's
No, I
pissing us
don't.
all off. So it's
Yeah.
all
All
right.
right, so for the final question, Antoine Davis for the Detroit Mercy is the highest active scorer in college basketball, posting 2,734 points in 111 games. Is there any way he could possibly catch up to Pete Maravich, who has scored 3,667 points by the end of his career?
No. He's gonna have. He's
Just,
gonna have
just
to. Like,
now? Is that it?
no.
No.
Yes, that's all I have to say. Ethan, your turn.
All right.
No, I'm playing. Yo, y'all are crazy, man. He would have to put up hella points per game. It would be like what, 35?
How many
maybe?
points, Sam?
Like what, like 35
How
maybe?
many points?
40,
35, 34.
45, 50.
60.
Fuck it, put in 100 in there, dude.
Hey, by the way, it's got to be more than that because he might get injured. I'm not saying he's going to get injured, but load management, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't even forget about that, dude. Yeah. No. That's my answer. No.
I kind of answered mine too. Like he's got to score like 34 points a game. You got to think about injuries too, which I don't wish injuries on anybody. But if he does get injured, I mean, there's just no way that he's going to be able to do it, especially if he gets locked up,
Yeah, I mean,
especially on defense.
he plays in a poopier conference, but his team isn't very good, but he is very good. So they are going to be banking on him to probably carry the team and score a majority of the points. But yeah, he's just going to need to average like 34, 35 freaking points a game to be able to make that happen. But he could get up there and get pretty close, which that would be pretty cool anyways, and a hell of a achievement. So
Love to see it happen.
Hope he does.
So that is all we have now for our questions. Thank you for tuning in to the Zoinked podcast. And most of all, thank you, BLV Studios, for letting us use this room with all the professional equipment. You can follow them on Instagram at BLV Studios. I'm Walker Weist alongside Sam Howie and Ethan Varnicle.
Sure.
Please like, subscribe, and comment on anything you guys would want to hear us talk about in the future or any guests you would like to see on the set. Also, follow us on Instagram at Zoinked Podcast, which currently is having some technical difficulties because apparently
They keep
you
thinking
can't,
we're a bunch of bots.
yeah, you can't follow a certain amount of
So we're
people or you got to have like content or some shit posting.
We're getting canned
But-
like every day.
Bullshit.
Yeah, fucking bullshit. But yeah.
Whatever. We'll get it working. Promise. Trust.
J.R. Rusty just hit you on the snap.
Did he?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
J.R. Rusty.
Yo,
I
shout
had
out
to,
boy
yeah,
J.R.
shout out
Rusty.
J.R. Rusty, bro. Absolute legend.
Yes, sir. Especially at Penn State.
But yeah, anyways, until next time, enjoy yourself.
Have a good one.
Players.
Peace.
See you next week. Peace.